Nice.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Hey,
how have you talked to you?
what's up, man?
What's up? Yeah, I guess we'll wait for just a few people to trickle in, man.
Cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool stuff. Nice.
yeah. Hey, what part of New Jersey are you, by the way?
Actually, part of the North Jersey, like Tom's River area, something like that.
Yeah, I got a couple friends in like Central Jersey, but
Nice.
not that area. Yeah, but oh damn, we got six people already. I'm liking it. So yeah, you want to get started, bro?
Yeah, by all means.
Cool. So yeah, everyone, we got Shaun Laboy from apparently Tom's River, New Jersey, and he is a back bowler, 214 average, right? That's your
Yep.
high.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Dude, that's impressive. I, first question I'm gonna have for you is the obvious one, just how you started bowling.
Um, well, like I've been telling everybody, it's pretty much been based on the bet. I used to bowl with a couple old coworkers that used to work at Applebee's back in like, oh God, it was like 9 years ago when I first started. And we were bowling one night at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And next thing you know, one of them randomly asked me, like, have you tried bowling the ball, throwing the ball backwards? And I look at him sideways like, no, dude. But they want me to do it anyway, and they recorded me doing it for the first time. I still had that first recorded of me going backwards for the first time,
Uh-huh.
and I just walked straight back, approached, and just swayed my arms around. I threw it straight, and next thing you know, I look back and it was like stood on the left side, and it hooked a little bit, and I got a strike on the first shot.
On the
I was
first
so
time.
blown away. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
dude.
I'm like beyond blown away. And the funny thing too was my dad. He was actually playing poker that night too, and we were the only, my friends and I were the only ones there at that night.
Uh-huh.
And he comes walking out obnoxiously like, "What the hell is going on out there?" And I ran to him in excitement, like, "Dad, I just bowled a strike backwards." And I showed him the video that my friend took of me, and next thing you know, he looks at me with a neutral face and puts his hand on my shoulder. "You're one interesting son of mine," and walks back in like nothing happened.
Yeah. Did you ever bowl forwards or just backwards from the start?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I've always bowled forward. My dad actually taught me how to bowl forward with straight shot, and then
Mhm.
my stepfather he showed me how to hook the ball, and then I just was always bowling two handed. I never bowled three handed with three fingers in. I've always had two fingers, and that's it.
Gotcha.
But now going backwards, I technically do bowl two handed, but as I release, I let go with my one hand, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. And you definitely get around it a bit, but it creates more hook. It creates more motion. So that
Yeah.
definitely, yeah,
And the fact that it's on the left hand side, as you know, like it
yeah.
seems like left hand side is like more of an advantage, but it depends, I guess.
You're technically a righty, but in tournament play, you're kind of a lefty in that sense. So
Yeah,
that helps you score better.
like
Yeah,
I'm a left-handed bowler, but with my dominant hand in a sense.
yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, and also you've been getting a little attention from some of these videos, man. How'd that
Oh my
feel?
gosh, I'm still blown away. There's one video right now I just posted on TikTok. I posted it like a couple of days ago. This is during league, like few seasons back, and I almost got my second 300 game to bowling backwards during league. And I posted that video, and the next day it was already up to like 15,000 followers. Now it's at 133,000 views
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I'm like beyond blown away.
I think we got a million like together, bro. The video that I found, some guy posted it of you. I forgot his name, but I put it back up, and it got like to 1.4 million or something ridiculous, dude.
Oh, oh yeah, I believe his name is Bill Jameson, I think.
That's
Yeah, Bill Jameson. Yeah, I appreciate him for posting the video, and that's another thing too. A lot of people ask me as I'm like practicing bowling, like one day, and they come up, dude, I hate to disturb you. Like, is there any chance I could record you and all that? But people, I keep telling people like, guys, I don't bite.
yeah.
You guys do whatever you like. I'm not friend. I'm just here to have fun and just
Uh-huh.
practice and be a good bowler. And that's it.
Yeah, it sounds like your mentality is the same as any other bowler, but just I mean, obviously you recognize what you do is not the norm, and obviously people are gonna have stuff to say about it or be bewildered by it, but at the end of the day, you're just knocking down the pins like anyone
Yep,
else.
that's it. Like it's a regular bowling day.
Yeah. Do you ever look back at people like on the approach watching you, or do you have to like tune that out?
A little bit of both,
Yeah.
but and that's another thing too. I'm a musician, so I pretty much took that musician aspect, and I'm always facing front people. I think the like I faced to perform in front of 1,000 people before.
Really?
Back in high school, I was part of the all state choir, and I was a tenor one, still am, and I perform at the NJ Pack up in Newark. and there
Oh,
was over 1,500 people there. So I was always so used to facing in front of people and not feel like nervous or shy whenever I'm bowling backwards. Like it just clicks right there.
yeah. I mean, you seem like an extroverted person, so like even if people are watching you, it doesn't seem to throw you off.
Nope.
So, yeah, and the music that's pretty cool, man. You want to plug any of your music, or you got anything going on right now?
Well, well, probably not right now at the moment. I mean, right now the fam is asleep, so I'll try to like be respectful of their time, and then also just keep it on a low level a little bit. If I was alone, I would definitely be performing right now in front of you and just like throw a
Yeah.
little music out there. But right now, I just feel like talking about the bowling and just pushing that out there, and it just feels good. And I appreciate you for doing this.
Yeah, of course. Anything else you do off the lanes besides like music and stuff?
Uh, uh, oh, right now I'm just mainly um actually not much. It's really just music and bowling, really mainly that I've been doing right now.
Yeah, if you had to pick one, which would you go with? What's your biggest hobby?
Oh, honestly, my biggest hobby is bowling.
Really?
Mainly, yeah, my biggest hobby is bowling right now. Um, Also, the one other sport I do miss playing that's also my hobby too is badminton. I
Oh,
haven't played that sport in forever, but I used to be so freaking good at it.
yeah,
But I'd love to get back into it too.
yeah. Forward, of course, but
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely forward. No way I can do it backwards. That'll be way over the top.
yeah. I mean, when it comes to bowling, like I know it's your passion. Like, do you have any future goals? Like, what are you working towards?
um, well, mainly right now, I'm looking for like a truck driving career because that's something I just started investing in. But my dream goal is definitely to be a full time musician. Like, uh, I'm a full working musician, but I definitely love to like be more out there as a musician. Um, Bowling, same aspect. I would love to do that too. If I'm willing to take it far, then yes, I will.
Yeah.
Uh, right now, I'm part of this team called Bulletproof for Underground Bowling Associations and for Bowling X League, as you saw. Um, so that's my team now and always. But I'm willing to take it farther if I'm willing to like get myself out there with bowling more than music, if that be the case. But at least I got my options.
Absolutely, and that's a good position to be in. I mean, you ever think about bowling like a regional or something? Because you know that guy Tim Cagle, he also has a very unusual approach, as they say, but he's won regionals and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I'm willing to do that
Yeah.
too. I'm willing to do that if it comes down to it. Yeah.
You ever bowl on like sports shop and stuff?
I bowled one sports shop actually. I tried out this tournament at Howell Lanes up north, and this is like I believe a year or two. I believe his name was Greg, but he was the one that hosted the tournament, and I never bowled on a sports lanes before, and it was really hard for me. I'll be honest with that because I didn't do well, but at least I actually had the experience now to understand what sports lanes are like. They're very high on the oil.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for you, you could like your path might be unique, but you could drill equipment to to what's the word, to counteract that. Yeah, yeah. And then
Yes.
yeah, if you can find the right shape, I mean,
Yep.
now that you have that experience, it's not just house shot. Now that you have experience bowling on something that isn't house shot, you just gotta find different equipment, find different hand positions, and
Yeah. That's
you're
another thing
totally
too.
good,
Like,
man. I think you could
yeah,
do well.
definitely investing into more stuff, and yeah, that's another thing too. You got to invest into more like sandpapers and all that stuff. Like get all the types of equipment to get ready for. Which right now mainly I use only two bowling balls. Right now that the one I'm using right now is the shoot. I'm trying to remember the troublemaker. I can't remember what type of brand it was. I believe it's a DBA troublemaker. That's what that is.
Uh-huh.
I use that, and then my spare ball that a customer actually used to get that customer gave me back when I used to work at a deli shop. He used to bowl back in the '70s, and he gave me his spare ball for free. Like you can actually see the core, everything. It's all clear and everything. So I was like, okay, this is really awesome. And because I showed him the video of me bowling backwards, he gave me a decided about it, but he was really impressed about it. And because normally a lot of people would look at it, especially around his era, would be like, this isn't normal. What is this? They'd be
Well,
like
look,
moving
we're in
around.
2025,
Yeah.
so people are open minded, man. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm very appreciative of him giving me the ball for free because normally you wouldn't get anything for free nowadays. You definitely pay for something, even if it's $20.
Yeah.
But I'm very appreciative of that, and I'm still using it for my spare shots, which a lot of people do question and ask me for videos of me bowling spare shots too, which
How
I
does
think
that
I
work?
got one or two
Yeah.
in me.
How does that work? What is your spare shooting system?
Um, sa- Same system as bowling the strikes, and like I've been telling everybody, mainly I look at the dots. Dots mentally, the dots I look at them as pins. It just helps me like visually and mentally like know where I'm like approaching as I'm like going down the lanes. And same thing with the spare shots. I take that same form and I use the same mechanics to get the spare shots, especially for the 7 pins. 7 pins mainly are the hardest ones for me to get, but I've been really getting better at them now. And this one time, I was so freaking amazed too. I wish my friend got it on recording, but I never picked up a 7-10 split, and I did finally.
You did,
Yeah,
you did
I
not.
did. Yep. It's funny story. A little bit of funny story too. This was at Kingpin as well, down south, and I was bowling with my friend, and when I had that 7-10 split, some random dude right next to me was like, "Dude, I seen you before, man. You're freaking amazing. You got this." He was all pumping me up and everything. It's like, "Yeah, man, I appreciate it, but it's still ain't easy to pull off, especially backwards."
Yeah.
But I gave it my best, and I aimed for the 7 as hard as I could. And as soon as I saw that pin bounce over and hit the other one, I was like, "Yo!" And then this dude was like, "Freaking out! See what I told you? What I told you?"
Well, let me tell you right there, Shaun. I wonder if you're the first person on this planet to ever make it backwards. It might be.
I, I mean, I don't want to take credit yet, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I would love to believe it though, but I can't say for certain I may be the first, but I'm still happy that I made it regardless.
No, I've never made it myself. And,
Yeah,
I bowl like everyone else. So that's awesome, man. That's so awesome.
thank you.
Um, yeah. What else did I ask? Oh yeah, I was gonna go back to like the pro shop stuff. Does your pro shop operator have to drill your stuff differently than other people? Has
Yeah.
he talked about that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
I've been good friends with him for a long time, and for the past couple of years, he's known me bowling backwards. He's actually done an amazing job for my bowling balls and how I like it drilled and work. So ever since I've been going to him, I wouldn't mind going to anybody else if they were willing to like go with his work and like boost it up a little bit more. Then that's fine. But if not, then I'm totally cool with what I got and just stick with what I'm comfortable with him doing my balls.
Yeah, and you definitely play straighter, right? Like up the kind of the gutter on the left side of the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel you. Whatever works. Gosh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just like yeah, I did have another question about your spare shooting. Just like essentially, it's muscle memory, like everybody else. After you
Yep.
practice time and time again, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. Lots of practice makes perfect, and just matter of trusting my steps and just following through. That's it. I mean, there's no overthinking it or nothing, but it's really all muscle memory. That's all this is.
I
And
think
also, it's like I notice too. Every time I bowl and release, I take the golf concept. Like how golfers when they aim down at the ball and they look at the ball, as soon as they swing, they're still looking down because they have full control of their accuracy. That's the same concept I took with bowling backwards. Like I just know where, and how to aim, and literally I'm like this close to the foul line. Like my foot's here and the foul line's right there, so it's literally touching, and I barely ever cross the foul line.
really, yeah.
Yeah, ever. I never have. It's just dead on accurate. I just know when to stop.
It's like a case study of how muscle memory and just not overthinking it. You can get very far just with those two things. And a lot of players who can see the pins, or like see their marks and stuff, they overthink the hell out of it, and you don't have that
No.
problem. It seems like.
Nope, not at all. Just
Yeah,
flows.
yeah, and I feel like once you start making more spares, that's something that enables you to average 214. I mean, just like with any bowler.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, and how many perfect games do you have at this point?
Just one.
Yeah. Any
Yep.
close calls?
I'm sorry.
Any other close calls with 300?
Um, no, not really. Mm. Just that one time. I mean, unfortunately, it wasn't during league, but regardless, I got that 300 straight up.
How'd that feel? That must have been an amazing moment, man.
Absolutely amazing moment. I remember I stopped on the 8th frame and I was like, oh shoot, man, this is getting real. And the whole entire alley was watching. It was full. It was on a Tuesday night at Cape Pen, which is a busy night for them. and people were watching the whole time too. And I had to go take a break and on the 8th frame and go outside and get some air. And I come back in on the 9th frame. I got the strike. 10th frame, 10th frame strike, and then I paused. One of my friends, he was cracking me up. He was standing the whole time while everybody else was sitting way back because they didn't want to get close to me, except for him. He was just like all in the mood. And one of my other boys like, bro, get the heck out of the way, man. Like, sit down. And people were screaming, sit down, man. But everyone was laughing. They were busting his chops. But I didn't care. I still shoved him out the way because I was like so excited, like, yo, this is happening right now. But I took a deep breath and I released, and next thing you know, I got 300 right there.
Yeah, and they gave you the ring and everything.
Yeah. No. Well, due to not it happening during league, I didn't get the ring. No, but it's just I still got the 300 regardless. But I didn't get anything besides that. But I was like sponsored. I was sponsored somewhere though for getting that 300 after posting on Facebook and everything. The DVA page posted and got it up for me. It was like up to 20,000 views at the time, and it really meant a lot. It was really cool.
You'll have that memory forever, dude. I always tell people,
Yep.
Oh my God, Jim Cripps. So I want to talk about Jim Cripps with you. Have you talked to him, the OG backwards bowler?
I actually did message him a few times, and he's given me a lot of props and a lot of encouragement, and like he's just very cool dude. And I've seen his podcast here and there, and I remember watching a couple of his older videos of him bowling backwards and people's reactions, everything else, and I was like always amazed by it. It's like, okay, this is really cool, and the fact that it seems like we're the only two people that are mainly active in the bowling in tournaments and leagues and stuff, and he's definitely motivated me more to keep doing what I'm doing, and I can appreciate him for that input. And he just appreciates me for not dealing with the BS with people's like negative comments and just keep doing you, man. That's all.
Yeah. What's helped you kind of shake that off? Because obviously there's, for every 10 good people, there's going to be one stickler. And like, how do you
just
knock
it off? That's it.
Yeah.
I look at them, I listen, but I don't go diving into it. I just step away from it and do me. So you can say whatever you want with me, whatever you don't like. It's your opinion. That's it. So I just keep doing me.
Like it. So there's actually a few questions in the comments I saw. If you want to go up and answer a few of those.
Yeah, sure.
Can you see it?
Yeah. What on earth motivated you to start bowling backwards? And are you better backwards or forwards? Well, that's a common question I get a lot. Actually better backwards than forwards. Reason why I just feel more calm, which is weird because the fact that I feel more calm facing in front of people like yourself, and I can just stare at you right in the eye and just be like, it's all good, man. It's all good. In my head, obviously, but I just feel more comfortable bowling backwards because I have more control of my arm and the way I release the ball more than forward, because I feel like I'm like lobbing the ball in the air. Compared to backwards, you don't hear anything when I'm throwing the ball every time. It's like silent. So I just feel better that way bowling backwards.
That's what your muscle memory is at. You don't think about bowling in terms of bowling forward like most people. You think about it as bowling backwards. So it is what you know.
Yeah, and plus too, it's very common too with people bowling forward too. Like you overthink a lot even though you don't think it, but you still overthink it in a sense. So it's hard not to, but it's like backwards. It feels as if like it takes away that moment of thinking, and you don't have to like worry about looking at the pins and worry about looking at the arrows and how you want to aim. You just block all that off or just erase it, and next thing you know, I'm facing by people that I don't see any pins at all, and I just have more control.
Yeah,
and yeah, it just feels good to have that control and not have to worry about the pins at all. And you just knock them right out of the park.
Yeah, it makes sense, dude. I've seen some of your shots, and that's what it looks like. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a few more questions, bro. Actually.
Oh, hey man, I see you down in all the time. If you need anything, I can always be available down there. Keep working. I think that's all I see. Just those two, and the one Doug Bolage, Likori, and Jason Plavinko. Just those two. not sure if you see more on your end, but
No,
that's it.
yeah, that's all. That's all you got there.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
of course. I guess just the last thing I want to point out, man, is just you seem like a great guy, and I think that you're really good at dealing with any negative people that come your way. And I mean, that is a special skill to have, to just be you and not care what anyone thinks about it. And you found success doing that. And genuinely, man, that's kind of inspiring. So
Oh,
I appreciate what you do.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, and thank you for this interview. It really is freaking awesome. So it makes me feel good. And apparently, I just found out, shoot, some random profile, not random, but actually a popular profile that I just found out from my good friend of mine, House of the Highlights. I'm not sure if you heard of them.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So apparently they messaged me just a minute ago before I started an interview with you, and they wanted, yeah, and they just asked me if asked for permission to use my video to post on their medias and stuff. So I was like, let me double check and see if this is like legit with my boy and that follows him, and he's like, no way, man, this is freaking legit. It's 100% legit. So yeah, I shared the video, so hopefully I get a response maybe tomorrow or whatever they feel like it, and yeah, get more exposure.
I mean, and you're a very down to earth person, and you might start getting some clout because of how you bowl, but I just never want to see you lose that down to earthness. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
you're a good guy, and you could make a name for yourself doing what you do. Just never lose touch with yourself. I would say.
Yep. Never have, never will.
And then,
Just gotta keep it up, keep it going.
yeah. But I'm gonna look at that page though, because if they're gonna post you,
Oh yeah, definitely.
millions of followers, dude.
Uh huh. Oh yeah.
Man, we're talking like tens of millions, actually, right? Or something ridiculous.
Yep. Uh, Probably close to 1,000.
Oh, oh, am I thinking of a different page?
Oh, which page you talking about?
Like House of Highlights on Instagram. They got like
Oh,
what 10
God, no, no, no. Oh, shoot. I think I saw they had like 52 point. Sorry, I thought you were talking about me for a second. They actually looked, I believe they had 52 point, like 1 or 2 million followers.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, so I'm okay, this is huge. So yeah, I'm just glad to double check that. But yeah, if they definitely share it, then I'm definitely feeling set.
Yeah,
So, much love.
too, because
Yeah.
Shaun Laboy, remember the name? Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
In the flesh.
Amen, brother. Well, I appreciate you. Listen, I appreciate you doing this. And if there's anything else you do, feel free to hit me up, and we'll definitely put it on our page as well.
Cool.
Keep doing your
Awesome.
thing, man. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Anything you want to say before we sign off?
Just thank you everybody for watching this, and hopefully I answered all your questions. But if you have more, feel free to message me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I'll gladly answer it. And hopefully you'll see more live videos, or hey, you might be able to see me in person around the region. Definitely located in the North Jersey area, so more likely going to be bowling around the northern region area. But either way, see me.
All right, Shaun. Well, I appreciate you. You enjoy your night. You enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah.